Hello everyone! Let me introduce myself. My name is Alicia Setianingsih. I am from the Accounting Program Study with MM 2541-2058. This time I'll be discussing the principles of microeconomics and economics model. You probably already familiar with microeconomics, right? So, what exactly is microeconomics? Let's get straight to the point. Alright, the microeconomics discussion material this time starts with definition of microeconomics, principles of microeconomics consisting of choice and scarcity, trade-off and opportunity cost, incentive method, utility and profit maximization, efficiency and equity, macroeconomics models, theory supply and demand, production and cost theory, market structure, externalities theory, and market failure. An example are provided for each subtopic. Finally, conclusion is provided. Let's review each topic one by one. So, what is microeconomics? Microeconomics is a branch of economics that studies the behavior of individuals and firms in making decisions regarding the use of limited resources. The primary focus of microeconomics is analyzing how various economic entities like households, firms, and governments interact in markets to determine the price and quantities of goods and services. So, microeconomics provides an essential foundation for understanding everyday economic dynamics, such as market mechanism, consumer and produce behavior, and policies that can be implemented to improve economic efficiency and welfare. Okay, next, principles of microeconomics. Principle of microeconomics, there are several basic principles underlying microeconomics, including 1. Choice and scarcity. Resources available to meet human needs like labor, capital, land, etc. are very limited, while human needs and wants are unlimited. Therefore, individuals and companies must make wise choice in their use. Example, a consumer must choose between buying a new gadget or investing in education. 2. Trade-off and opportunity cost. A trade-off occurs when someone must sacrifice one option for another. Opportunity cost is the value of the best alternative sacrificed by making that choice. Example, if someone chooses to work rather than continue their education, the opportunity cost is the potential knowledge that could have been gained from the education. 3. Incentives matter. Economic decisions are influenced by incentive, whether in the form of financial benefits, regulation, or psychological factor. Example, offering substantial discount can increase consumer purchase. Next, 4. Utility and profit maximization from trade. Specialization and trade allow individuals and firms to achieve greater profit than if they worked independently in all fields. Consumer behavior or utility. Consumer act to maximize satisfaction, utility from their consumption with limited resources or income. Producer behavior or profit. Producer from act to maximize profit by using research inputs efficiently. Example, a country that focuses on textile production can exchange its output with another country that produces electronics. Okay, 5. Efficiency and equity. Efficiency refers to how resources are allocated to maximum output, while equity refers to the fair distribution of wealth. Example, government subsidy in the education sector aim to increase equity without sacrificing efficiency. Okay, next, macroeconomics models. Macroeconomics models are some of the main theories in macroeconomics that form the basis of analysis are 1. Theory of supply and demand. Demand, the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity consumer are willing and able to buy. Law of demand. If the price rise, the quantity demand will fall. And conversely, if the price fall, the quantity demand will rise. Supply, the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity producer are willing and able to sell. Law of supply. If the price rise, the quantity of a good or service supplied will increase. While if the price fall, the quantity supplied will decrease. Market equilibrium. The point at which the quantity demand equals the quantity supplied. The price at this point is called the equilibrium price. Elasticity. Measure how sensitive the quantity demand or supplied is to change in price or income. The following are the types of elasticity. Elasticity theory. 1. Price elasticity. Measure the responsive of demand to change in price. 2. Income elasticity. The response of demand change in consumer income. 3. Cost elasticity. How change in the price of a good A affect the demand for good B. Example, staple goods have lower price elasticity than luxury goods. 2. Production and cost theory. The production function describes the relationship between inputs like labor, capital, and output. Production costs consist of fixed costs, variable costs, and total costs. Example, manufacturing companies must consider economics of scale to reduce production costs. 3. Market structure. Perfect competition. Many sellers and buyers, homogeneous products, no entry or exit barriers. Sellers are price takers. Monopoly. One seller dominates the market. Unique product, very high barriers to entry. Sellers are price makers. Monopolistic competition. Many sellers, differentiated products similar but not identical, and low barriers to entry. Oligopoly. A few large sellers dominate the market. Product can be homogeneous or differentiated, high barriers to entry, and interdependent decisions. 4. Externality theory and market failure. One of the main causes of market failure is externalities, which cause profit, cost, or benefit to differ from social cost or benefit, social cost versus social benefit. These are divided into two, namely positive externalities, benefits from economic activity received by others without compensation. Education. Negative externalities, adverse impact borne by others. Pollution. So, in conclusion, market failure occurs when the market fails to allocate resources efficiently. Okay, so the conclusion is macroeconomics focus on individual decision making in the face of scarcity, where every discussion involves an opportunity cost. Its models, ranging from supply and demand to market structure, provide a systematic framework for analyzing and predicting how individuals, firms, and markets will respond to changed economic conditions. Okay, that concludes our discussion of the principles of macroeconomics and economics models. I hope this information is helpful and easy to understand. See you in the next discussion.